Hey guys, welcome back to another training. On this one, we're going to be talking about rarity tools. We're going to be talking about how to snipe the ETH, NTF, NFTs that you can get on OpenSeas, okay? And we're going to be using a tool called rarity tools, all right? So this is going to be a fun one. It's going to be a good one. If you want to learn how to snipe, sniping basically means how to find the highest rarity for the lowest price that you can buy. And this is a great way to combat gas fees because you can do this during after hours, which gas fees are lower because there's less things being launched during that time, so you don't pay that much in gas fees. And also, you can find good deals this way as well. All right. So before we get started, if you like the content so far, if you've been following along during this whole session, and if you've missed any, you can go start from the beginning. This is a series of a whole bunch of different trainings for beginners and also experts in the NFT sales industry in this space, okay? I've been pretty excited about it. Been doing good. I've had some bad days. I've had some good days. You take wins, you take losses, and at the end of the day, you add them up. The other purpose to this whole thing is to help educate you about potential scams and pitfalls that happen in this industry, okay? So if you like the content so far, you've been following along, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and share this and comment below in the comment section. I want to hear about your wins. On top of that, we are hooking everybody up with a free group in Discord, and we're also hooking everybody up with a great resource guide that you can follow along. So all the videos are free, the resource guide is free, the Discord channel is free. We're going to help each other out grow, and we're going to learn together. All right? So let's go ahead and get inside. Let's go over my shoulder. Okay, guys, so right here we are looking from the inside of Rarity Tools, and it's rarity.tools, okay? And Rarity Tools we've talked about in some of our other trainings because you can find like upcoming and stuff like that, all right? But let's go ahead and see. You can search by project name. So let's say I wanted to look for a certain project name, and of course, this is going to go by volume. And, you know, if you look at CryptoPunks being number one, that's because they could sell one for $500,000 to $1 million plus. And then all of a sudden they have all the volume, right, for that day. If they sell two, three, then they got tons of volume. You've got the Bored Ape Yacht Club, which has been another amazing project. And then you've got Crypto Toads. And so the one thing about some of these, like Crypto Toads, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, which was like a free drop for people who own this. They had a lot of utility. They had a lot of incentivization for people to hold and brought the value, continue to bring them up, including Bears Deluxe, Cyber Kongs, and all of these have just continued to grow. Cool Cats, all of these have been just growing. A lot of really great ones to look at. But let's say I wanted to look at the Doge Pound, okay? If I wanted to look at this one, and I want to start thinking about how could I snipe one of these that's considered rare, but some paper hander is holding on to it, okay? Someone that either just needs the money or they're FOMOing into something else and they need to add liquidity and they're willing to trade. And you can also change projects from this side as well, okay? It just doesn't really have the search bar like it does on the first part. So what I could do is I could keep rarity right here, and then I could just change my price. So let's just say the most I want to spend is 2 ETH, and I want to look at stuff that I can buy now only, and I want to hit apply, and basically it's going to filter through and find me the deals, okay? So let's see, I have to fill this out again, so let's just say 5 ETH at the most, and we'll just hit apply, and now it's going to say up to the maximum of 5 ETH. Going by rarity, right? So I'm sorting by rarity itself. So right now I can buy this one for 5 ETH. It's the most rare one out of all of these. I can go ahead and take a look at this. I can open it up and I can see the rarity score is significantly the highest out of all of these that I would potentially want to buy. And then what's really cool is they give me a link here. So if I want to go to this link, I can go directly to this this Doge Club, or I think it's Doge Pound, the Doge Pound, or Dodge Pound. And basically I can go here and now purchase it or even make an offer if I wanted to. I could come back and say, you know what, I don't want to spend that much. Let's just say I'm up to doing 3. Let's just see if we can find something on that level. All right. So of course they're not going to be as good. Still pretty good rarity. It's definitely probably something that's above necessarily the floor. I could come over here and see what is the floor as well, because sometimes you might see something right on the floor that is available. Okay, these are all three. So I'm thinking the floor is right around 3 anyway, just looking at these numbers. So let's go ahead and wait for this to load. Oh yeah, so 2.78, because you know what, this one here is doing incredibly well. A lot of new announcements are coming up. It's got a great group of developers. There's a lot of influencers involved, and so this one's doing good. You know what's kind of funny is looking at all of these, except for this one. I like this one. Looking at all these ones, the one that's the lowest grade is the one I like the most. So if I wanted to purchase this one, I should be able to open it up, and it looks like some paper hander is the one selling it. Yeah, so I can look at this, and you can see that it's bought and sold a few times, it looks like. And I can see what the last person paid for it. The last person paid 3.349 for it 6 days ago, and they are in a hurry to sell it, or they wouldn't be selling it. So I could buy this one right now for a little over $10,000, and it would be a good buy, because look, this person already lost money, and that's because they were paper handed, right? This person made money. This person made money. They just made a quick little flip in a short amount of time, 2 months, a month, and they made, you know, $3,000, $3,000+. If you figure 1 ETH is a $3,800 as of today, that's a pretty good flip. In fact, this person to here made a really good flip. This person to here didn't make as much. But this person is now looking to sell it right away, even though they're Dodge Chris, which you can go and look in their wallet as well and see if they own any of their Doge. They got one of these, so that they did a good job there. They got the puppy. This was actually, I believe, a collection that's a part of this. Doge Pound puppies. So that's interesting. But look, this is a different one than they've got being sold. You can see what they've got as a favorite. Interesting. So I'm not seeing the one that was for sale there. Maybe someone just purchased it, or maybe there's a bug with OpenSea. But they did get this, and they are holding on to this, which is interesting. So you can also go, if you're like thinking, you know what, I don't want to spend as much money. These were free mints, but they still have a lot of value to them, and it's a great way to be a part of this this group. You know, if you're like, hey, I really can't afford a Doge pound, but I would go ahead and pick up one of their puppies. It still gets you into the group, some of their private activities and such. So it might be worth your time to get one of these just to have access to that club. And then what I would do from there is I would go ahead and copy this to see which one. Obviously, you can see the price of these are, the lowest is 0.67. So, you know, a little bit more than half of an Ethereum. So let's just see if I can look these up, and I'm sure we can. Let's just give it a second here, and let that load up for a second. Okay, and let's just say I want to spend, the most would be, you know, 1 ETH or something like that. And I'm not going to mess with the rarity. I do want to do the buy now only, because I only want to look at those, and hit apply. And it's going to show me the best one for 1 ETH with the most rarity. So I can look at this one, let it pop up, and it's got a really good rarity score for only 1 ETH. And so for $3,500, I could be a part of the group, and a lot of people would say, wow, it's a great one to purchase. It's probably going to go up in price, especially with all these new announcements coming out. You know, obviously, if you're watching this video, you're seeing this at a different point of time. But right now, it's probably a good opportunity. I can go here and see activity of everything too. This is another thing that I forgot to mention. It's good to look at. You know, usually you want to get into things when they're just kind of coasting on a low point, but you could see it came up to here on average. These did a little over 1 as average, and then it started to kind of come down, and now it's kind of here. But if you pay attention with the industry, you will see that there's a lot of things up and coming with this project. And so that's part of it, is keeping your ear on the ground and knowing what's up and coming. These things are coming up soon, and obviously anything that's involved with the Doge pound is going to do really, really well for people. Typically, okay. Obviously, it's not financial advice. Do your own research and only invest what you can lose or afford to lose. And also, this is entertainment purposes only. As we know, this is completely novelty, and I'm just doing it for fun. I hope you guys are getting a kick out of it. I'm going to leave you on that note. We'll see you on another video, and we'll just continue to increase your education, and that way you're a master at this. You get good at it, and you kind of know what to look for. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Take care.